This is the land where light is crushed, a land where heroes fall. When the mists come for you, will you stray from your path? Will you kindle the embers of hope, or be lost to the darkness? As you stare into the void stares back and reaches out to clutch you. Your nightmares come to life and stalk your every step. Morality is as gray as the mists that always seem to surround you. Will your better sides prevail? Will you seek to aid the people of Barovia? Or will you succumb to the shadow that rules this land? After all, no one leaves Ravenloft entirely intact.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Character Player, where story is the real DM. We're out by day, we're out by night, and tonight we're going to be diving right back into our Ravenloft chapter. But first, we have some announcements from the good old Ricky Diaz. Ricky, take it away.
Let me tell you, no, I'm not going to do that. Welcome back, everybody. So a few quick announcements here. First thing, we want to let you guys know that we're in the future here, for at least the foreseeable future, we're going to be pre-recording our sessions just because different performer schedules and technical things, and even sometimes like weather, like we had last week. We just want to get that stuff out of the way and not have to worry about it and get these things recorded and out to you guys on the regular. So we're going to be pre-recording our sessions from now on. So this session is going to be airing on October 25th, and our next Ravenloft session, session 28, will be coming out on November 8th. So keep an eye out for those. Don't worry, we'll have some people in the chat to interact with you guys during this the restream. So that's going to be great. Also, as you might see, we do not have one of our players tonight. Ria G is not going to be here. We miss her dearly, and we are hoping to have her back very soon. Unfortunately, can't be here tonight. Also, we have some new exciting things coming up. We can now officially announce we have a new show in development, a new mini campaign that we are calling Zombie U. Zombie U is coming out. The first episode is going to premiere on November 1st. There are some familiar faces that you might recognize in the cast. We have returning guest stars Panthro, who you saw in Eldoria Detour, Ronnie Page, who was in Blue Christmas and playtest Magnus's Magnificent Carnival, Nate Stevenson, who was also in Magnus's Magnificent Carnival, and you will see a familiar face here on the Ravenloft cast. Ria Tirre is also in the cast for Zombie U. And I will be DMing a little bit about Zombie U. At the very precipice of a zombie outbreak, a group of survivors on a secluded Midwestern college campus fight to stay alive and make it off campus. So if that sounds like your jam, if you want to see a little D&D in the modern world with zombies, come check it out. We're really excited. We just had our session 0 and it was so much fun. So please check it out. Oh, I forgot one member of our team. We also have a brand new face. Keela Ryan is going to be joining us, who's going to be a brand new face for a character player. So keep an eye out for some cool casting announcements for those. Also, we want to thank all the amazing creators that help us make this show awesome. SwordCoastSoundscapes, Syrinscape, Michael Gelfi, and David Kaiser Music. Thank you so much for providing all the sound effects and music that we use for our stream. And we also want to give a big thanks to Mark Kopitzke for a lot of the art that we have on our channel as well. And we want to thank Hero Forge, because Hero Forge has allowed us to use their mini character builder to use as art for our characters. And you guys, I was on Hero Forge today, and I was playing around with some of the options, and I just realized there's so many customizable choices. And they add new ones constantly. Every time I go on there, there's like a new option. And, you know, it's really great to have a site that cares about choice and options for you, especially in this game. They have 525,600 options. 525,000 things you can choose. 525,600 options. So many choices How could you lose? Choose weapons and items. Choose Warlock or Bard or Cleric. Choose races. Choose styles. You'll never run out. With 525,600 options. So many choices. I took the time to count. So much to choose. So much to choose. So much to choose. And so much more. That's Hero Forge. Thanks, Hero Forge. They're great. Seriously. They're pretty awesome. They don't actually have 525,600 options, but they actually have probably even more than that. Probably even more with all the sliders and stuff. Like each individual angles, a different option. So it's insane. So just thank you, Hero Forge, for all that awesome stuff.
Wow.
And thanks, guys.
Yep.
I try.
Succeed.
And please take a peek at our social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Character Player, and Twitter at Character Play for more fun songs and skits and D&D tips and role playing and performance tips in general. We do all kinds of cool stuff. Please check it out. Thank you so much. I think that's all our announcements today, Justin.
All right. And with all of that being said,
I need a
it's
drink.
time to dive into tonight's episode of Ravenloft.
Oh, God.
So, last we left off, our group of adventurers were surprised by 6 vampires spawn that burst out of the windows above the coffin maker's shop. After a brief battle with them, it became clear the vampire spawn wanted the bones of St. Andral's that Aerith had found upstairs. Some of the vampire spawn made their way north into the city, while the rest battled with the party before darting off as well. The party made their way to the barricaded church with the bones in hand. As Father Lucian walked down from the altar to greet them and perform the ritual to reconsecrate the bones, he was grabbed by a woman in the church who turned out to be some kind of vampire herself. She told the players to give her the bones or Lucian would die. In a quick scuffle, where Ezra tried to get the bones downstairs to the crypt and Havok attempted to get between Lucian and this mysterious woman, she cut Father Lucian's throat and ended his life. Ezra, Aerith, and Stiki went to the crypt with the bones to see if they could possibly reconsecrate them on their own, but to no avail. Havok and Newton heard smashing noises coming from the father's office and saw the same mysterious woman burning a notebook she had found and claiming that it was no longer safe in the Church of St. Andral's. As the group reconvened, tensions were high as Ezra and Havok nearly came to blows before Aerith stepped in between. Shortly after, Aerith received a message from Fiona Voctor saying the revolution is tomorrow. Stiki, meanwhile, had gone to search for some sign in the church at the behest of his unknown friend. He found a hidden compartment in the father's desk with a letter that seemed to be directed to the adventurers, and Stiki found this just as Aerith had come upstairs to look for him. So this is where we are going to begin. Stiki, you were standing in the father's former office with Aerith nearby. Shattered wood and debris are all around you, and faintly you can hear the sounds of the bells of Vallaki beginning to die down in the distance. You're holding the sheet of paper. What are you doing?
I want to read what is on it.
Okay. It says, "For those heroes who came, may you take this guidance for the benefit of Vallaki and Barovia as a whole. I fear these bells may toll for me. More so, I fear for Arena's safety. Should I die this evening, the bones of St. Andral's will be of little use to you, and this church will no longer be safe for her. My journal contains the ritual spell needed to reconsecrate the bones. If that cannot be found, I suggest speaking with the abbot of St. Markovia. Though I've never met him, he is a holy man and will guide you with the wisdom of the Morning Lord. Should I fall tonight, do not lose hope. Barovia has been a dark place for as long as I can remember, But since meeting you all, the darkness has been lighter. I see goodness in each of you, and the power to help the people of this land. I urge you to be a beacon in the darkness and save this land and these people from the tyranny of the devil. Darkness can break even the strongest of hearts, but you must not lose faith. Even the smallest ember can signal the start of a fantastic flame. May the Morning Lord bless you, Father Lucian.
The name mentioned on the letter was Abbot of, one more time.
Saint Markovia.
Thank you. Stiki is enraged by this, and looks at Aerith and says, "Have you heard anything about the Abbot of Saint Markovia?"
Yeah, I think that's up sort of northwest, up near Kresk. I think I could be wrong, but I've been wanting to head that way anyway. What about it?
Father Lucian left this letter for us, and then he hands it to Aerith.
Oh, nice. Aerith reads it.
Okay, so it says.
Got it. How did he know? I mean, well, we should tell the others that there's some chance. I mean, I'm guessing Arena's already gone at this point. I don't know how much hope there is for her. But at least for the rest of the town.
Stiki places his hand on Aerith and like slowly moves his hand down and says, "But what if we don't tell them?"
The town.
Our friends.
What if we don't tell them? But look, I know that you have some business down south with your sister. But at the very least, we should tell someone else. So even if we're not taking care of it, someone can. But why? Why can't we tell them? Is that what you're afraid of? That they'll be distracted?
Not afraid anymore. And Stiki like growls this at Aerith.
All right. Okay. Aerith takes a step back. Casually. And just sort of goes to the doorpost and leans against it. All right. Okay, well then what would be beneficial to not telling them?
Stiki crosses his arms and like huffs. Well, everybody's fighting. We're not supposed to fight each other, but we are fighting each other. And we're not listening to each other. What's the point?
I mean, that's true, but it's also been, and this is the understatement, but it's been a long day. I think we could all use some rest.
I need a nap.
Yeah, that's the idea, and that's what I'm actually was looking for you for. The reason why I came up here is I think we should all rest together. No one should be away from the group. So, I won't say anything about the letter, and let's talk about it in the morning. All right.
Will you hold on to it? Because I don't think it's a good idea for me to have it.
And with a flourish, like Aerith tucks it away in his sleeve, and you got it.
Fancy. Cool. Thank you. Okay, thank you for coming to check on me. I appreciate you. And then Stiki kind of moves past him as fast as possible to wherever everybody is sitting.
Okay.
I guess Aerith sort of takes a moment before going down, but then just feels exhausted and decides not to search the rest of the room this evening and goes down to the catacombs to join everyone else.
Okay. Stiki, as you reach the bottom of the ladder down to the catacombs, you start to feel this burning sensation is probably too strong of a word, but a warmth emanating from where you keep the paper.
Stiki looks around. Is anybody around me?
The catacombs are kind of these long hallways that then open up, and I believe everyone went a bit further in. So right now, you hear Aerith coming.
Is there a place where I can sort of just like hide in the darkness, or like in a corner somewhere where he won't see me?
You could try heading to the right instead of the left, and just see if Aerith maybe just doesn't notice you as he climbs down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, roll stealth check for me. And Aerith, what's your passive perception?
14.
Okay, so you gotta be a 14. Okay.
Nope. Not the 2. Nope.
The catacombs themselves are fairly open. Just these hallways, not really a lot of hiding spots unless you were to tuck into an alcove where a bunch of bodies are. So you probably don't want to do that.
I'm not doing that. No.
But you head to the side and just press yourself flat against the wall. And Aerith, as you climb down, you instantly clock Stiki pressing himself up against the wall to your left.
And I'll like look out of the corner of my eye and just like, hey, Stiki, just don't be too long, all right? And I'll keep walking.
The wall is just so cool to the touch, and it feels good on my back. So I'm just gonna stay here for a little bit because I like the cool feeling.
Stiki's doing the crunk from Emperor's New Groove, just. Right, so Aerith, you continue back to the group.
Yeah, but I don't go to sleep right away. I'm gonna wait until Stiki comes back.
Okay, we'll stay with Stiki for a moment and then jump over the rest of you. Stiki, you.
I pull that bitch out.
Okay. As you do, you pull it up in front of you, and it still feels warm, but it's a bit cooler the way you're facing.
Hello, why are you so hot?
Turn around.
To the wall. Stiki turns to the wall.
You turn back, and as you do, you feel the paper grow warmer in your hand.
Oh. Yeah, he starts, this is like hot and cold. He starts like stepping towards wherever it's hotter.
As you start to follow the heat that does fluctuate, depending on where you're moving. It brings you to an alcove where you see fairly large remains, skeleton, of what appears to be an orc male.
Oh. That's nice. Hello, friend. Why are you bringing me here?
As you kind of look up and down the orc, again, the paper starts almost burning your hand as you get towards the hand of the skeleton.
and looking down, you see a bronze ring resting on one of the fingers.
Ooh, shiny. Is that for me? I don't understand.
When you
Am I
say, is
supposed to
that for
take
me, the paper is so hot, you have to drop it.
Okay. Take that as a yes. Okay. I'm so sorry. He starts like prying the finger. He's like not looking. He's like, oh no, I don't like this. This is, oh my god, this is terrible.
Make a
Thank-
make a sleight of hand check.
13.
Okay. You do hear it crack a bit, but you're able to get the ring off without fully separating.
Oh no. Stiki, I guess successfully takes it off, and he looks at the ring. Okay, and he just puts it on.
Okay. As you looked at it, yes, you noticed it was a bronze ring. And as you put it on your finger, you feel first this swell of strength come over you. And then looking down at the ring, you see some writing begin to appear in Orcish.
Well, what does it say? Can I read it?
You speak Orcish, yes?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
It says, warriors together, strong. Warriors apart, weak.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Orc. I'm sorry. Have a good rest. He picks up the paper. He like checks to make sure it's not hot.
Yeah, not hot anymore.
Is this a gift?
A tool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll see you in the morning.
No response.
Good night.
Good night.
I love you too. He like puts it away really quickly. And then he goes to wherever everybody is.
Okay. While that was happening, Aerith, you make your way back. Havok and Newton, what are you two doing as Aerith approaches?
Well, in real time, how long has passed since?
Since Aerith went up to talk to Stiki, probably like, I don't know, 7 minutes. Nothing crazy.
I've put away my tarot cards and I'm settling in for a rest.
Okay.
Having had some time to cool off and reflect on the night, I see Newton doing his tarot, and I was like, I don't want to interrupt that. But once he's done, I will go over and sit next to him. And I say, Newton,
It's Loretta.
I put you in harm's way tonight, and I left you unprotected, and I promised to have your back, and I didn't. You know, sometimes you're just so good at disguising your pain. I forget that you need my help sometimes.
I'm not really sure. I mean, I know you had things to do.
That I promised to have your back, and I didn't.
Oh, well, I appreciate it there, Happy. I really do. But there's a lot of things that are bigger than you.
Yeah, no. But maybe it just doesn't have to be me. right? I mean, it can be all of us, right?
Maybe it's just because I have been reading the future, but I feel that you tend to put all the weight on yourself, sir, or ma'am.
Thank you.
And, I don't think any of us need to bear that much weight, no matter how big we are.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're right. But I just felt like it was important for me to. I'll have your back. I'll make sure to have your back.
Appreciate it. Now, we haven't rested in a really long time, and I would like to take a nap.
Yeah, you should probably sleep.
At that point, Aerith rounds the corner.
All right, so Stiki's on his way back. So, all right, well, never mind. You guys look like you're settling in. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do the same. And I look around for kind of a corner away from everybody else and begin settling down. But I'll stay awake until I see Stiki walk in.
Okay. And Ezra has set himself up in a corner as well, currently turned away from the group. Stiki returns.
Are all of the corners taken?
I think 2 are.
Loretta's against the wall, not in the corner of it at all.
Yeah, so there's at least 1 available.
Stiki goes to that corner and curls up.
Okay. And you all turn in for the night?
Well, Aerith goes and gets up and makes sure that the catacomb door is closed. Just double
Gotcha.
checking.
Yeah, I'll sleep, like at the mouth, like the kind of like we're in like a little open area, right, where it kind of like dead ends.
Yeah.
I'll sleep at like the opening to that area, kind of where the hall leads in, just so like I'll be the first person that someone like cross if they were to like come into our little area.
Gotcha.
Loretta gets up and walks over to Stiki in the corner and says, "Are you gonna sleep in this corner?"
Yeah, this is a nice corner.
I agree. I'm just checking. I can sleep against the side. If you didn't want the corner, I thought maybe,
So you all drift off to sleep in the dark of the catacombs. The smell of interred bodies and dust kind of ringing in your nostrils. Newton. You drift off to sleep after a little while. But it's a bit of a restless sleep. In what seems like a second, you awaken. You turn over your shoulder and look, and you don't see any of your friends. What are you doing?
Am I me? Am I Loretta or am I Newton?
Yeah, at this point, you are Newton, but you would know with the Mask of Many Faces, that's something you essentially have to activate every hour. So it does fade during the night.
So I'm Newton. All right.
Yes.
Hello? Mate?
Hello?
Anyone there?
Anyone there? There?
Not cool. They better not be getting muffins. I get up.
Okay.
I start looking around.
In this room, you don't see anyone. You could head down the hallway if you'd like.
Hey, wait up!
When you start heading back through the narrow hallways of the catacombs, as you make your way back towards the ladder that leads upstairs, you turn the corner and you see the ladder's been broken. And the trap door is shut.
Right, well, let me try the former then. Is there any way out of... I start touching the walls, grabbing the candlesticks, if there are there candlesticks?
You do see some candlesticks up on the wall in the sconces.
Just start like jiggling the candlesticks. All right, guys. Not cool. I know. I know I have it coming, but hello?
You start hearing that noise quietly from where you came, the room where you were all sleeping.
All right then. Well, guess there's no going up, so let's find out what this is.
You start walking back down the hall, and as you get closer, the noise grows louder. This wheezing, repetitive noise. And in the darkness, suddenly that darkness begins to suffocate you. Metaphorically speaking. Even with dark vision, all is black.
Dark vision. I cast light though.
You cast light, but you don't see a light. The noise is louder and louder and louder and louder and louder, and then it stops. You hear something small clatter by your feet. What are you doing?
Try light again.
Cast light, and again, nothing.
I kind of like kick whatever it is, like slightly, just like barely.
As you lightly tap it, you hear it scrape across the floor. You begin to hear Newton. Now you're in the chamber, the bones of Saint Andral. Standing around you, you turn and you see bodies, corpses, faced away from you, almost as if they're frozen.
Where are you? I know this isn't real. Where are you?
You see one of the corpses titter a bit, back and forth.
I Eldritch Blast it.
You Eldritch Blast it, and the body flies against the wall, flipping. And now looking at the slumped corpse against the wall, you see it's Ezra. A hole blasted through his chest from your Eldritch Blast. Tears streaming down his confused face as he looks up to you. You're a monster! And you watch as Ezra's face begins to shift, as this garish, cracked, white paint begins to form all around it. These red diamonds drip as though they're made of blood. As Ezra's face stretches into this strained, horrifying smile. And the teeth of Ezra begin to chatter as you begin to hear laughter. Emerging from the face of the friend that you just killed. And suddenly you see the rest of these corpses begin to turn slowly towards you. And you see Havok and Stiki and Aerith and Arena and Danica and Lucian, all of these people that you've met, standing around you with the same makeup and smile and the same chattering teeth that are growing and growing in volume. It begins to deafen you. And it reaches a crescendo with laughter ringing in your ear. And as it does, their mouths all begin to open wide, their cheeks tearing and stretching apart to accommodate the jaw that is opening far wider than it naturally should. And you can see into their mouths rows and rows of razor-sharp teeth. Suddenly you're on the ground. You look to your wrists and your legs. You're restrained, spread out, and they approach you now, standing over you. And you watch as Ezra rises up from the wall and moves jerkily towards you. And they lunge at you, Newton. You feel their teeth as they begin tearing into you over and over again. Newton! As the figure you recognize comes into view, he picks up your hand and he bites into your fingers, tearing them off. And you wake up. You look around the room and you see your allies beginning to stir. It's probably been about 8 hours of rest now. It's morning. They're all waking up.
I look around. Like, there's nothing around me that's not usually there, right?
As you look around, you can put your hand back against the wall, and that's when you notice very nice looking, almost looks like a knuckle duster. It's kind of gold rings that connect down. And it seems almost like you'd have to keep your hand like this, but as you extend them, it stretches with you. It seems to hum with some kind of magical energy.
Are they awake?
Yeah, everyone's waking up.
I know what this is. Anyone know what this is?
Whoa. The energy. They just... What?
I just had a hell of a nightmare, and then I woke up with this on my hand. Does anyone know what this is?
Seeing that he's in like panic mode here, I'll immediately go over to him. And do I see this thing on his hand?
Yeah.
I look at him and I say, "Just give me a second." And I grab his hands. We see a faint purple flash as I cast Identify.
It was the thing that I am, but I'm not. It was there, and I woke up, and then this was on my hand.
Yes, it's just give me.
A little freaked out.
Yes.
My...
Newton, just give me a second. Okay. Cast Identify.
Okay. This is a ring of spell storing.
Okay. This is a ring of spell storing. I think you can put your magic into it, like preemptively, and then you will have extra spells that you can cast even if you're out of magical energy. Like you can store them in here.
Okay.
Havok, you would also notice that it is currently filled with spells.
Oh wow, this thing came preloaded. Where'd you get this?
I have no idea. I was asleep, and then I was eaten by my demonic possession, and I woke up and this was on my own.
Okay, seems like a...
So should I use this? Is this something I should use?
I mean, I don't think any of us can make that decision for you. I mean, it seems like it's a gift from someone who is, got vested interest in you. If you want to use it, you can. I mean,
can I take
it? Will help you.
You can take it off.
I take it off, and I put it in my pocket, and I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah. It's your choice.
It's fine when it's in my head, but when it becomes corporeal, it's a bit.
No, that's unnerving. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's unnerving. I can understand that.
And you do see, when you take it off, bite marks on those fingers.
Okay, you see this, right?
You've been gnawing on your fingers in the middle of the night?
I don't know.
Hey, you know what? You feel okay right now?
I cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
And become Loretta Lee. Can I look at my fingers? Are they still bitten?
Looking at them? Yes. But as you look at it, Havok, you don't see any bite marks anymore.
See? All good.
So you don't see them?
No.
I do. I'm in a deeply philosophical dilemma with my situation, and I don't know if you can understand it, but...
No, I like who's giving me power.
Exactly.
I think. Now that you say it, I'm not quite sure, but I think so, yeah.
Must be nice. Okay, let's move on.
Stiki has been impatiently bouncing up and down next to Newton, then Loretta. And then he goes, me next, and he kind of shoulder bumps Loretta. And he shows, oh my god, Havok the ring. He says, same thing, please, help.
Are you guys just getting random jewelry just appearing on your hands? What is happening?
Havok, you look down at your hand.
I got this nice
catacomb door.
I got this nice armor. I feel good.
I woke up and it was on me. So
okay.
Stiki, make a deception check. Havok, what's your passive insight? And
passive insight
as you
is
check it, it's still closed.
16.
Okay, so you gotta be a 16.
Stiki's a pretty good liar though.
God damn it. What, perception?
Deception.
Deception. I got a 16.
Ooh.
Okay. Havok, for a moment you think maybe kind of weird, but it's early. Everyone's just waking up. It's nothing.
It happened here, why not there?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, Stiki. Just give me a second. And I'll do the same. I'll cut my hands around the ring in his hand, and I'll burn another identify.
Okay. This is a ring of the Pugilist, and Stiki already sent you the statistics, but Havok, you relay them to Stiki.
Okay. Yeah. That's what it does. It's pretty great for you.
Thank you very
Welcome.
much. And he walks away. He's staring at his hand. Hi everybody. Good morning.
Quick point of order. Could we have left Barbara? Could we have left Barb at the orphanage when we the
The
dog?
Sure.
Okay. As we went out in the middle of the night, watch this dog, Madam Belasco.
Totally fair.
Yeah, and like ran through the streets with Barb.
Okay.
Come on,
Just
come on,
checking on that.
follow us. Keep up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you guys did. I totally remember that.
Yep.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Right. Well,
Think we're out of lockdown yet? You think we're allowed to leave?
I think probably so, but I think before we go and get breakfast or anything, or peek our heads out of this place, we need to know what we're gonna do. And I didn't mention it last night. I don't think I did. But Fiona sent a message to me, and said that the revolution is happening today. So, and sort of implied wanting a response, and I didn't respond because yesterday. So, but at least she deserves a response. I mean, yes or no.
So I suppose we're just abandoning the kill the burgomaster plan.
Honestly, they just may do it themselves if things go a certain way.
I mean, if we're going to be leaving the city anyway, I mean, why not take out the trash on the way out?
I don't disagree, but what's the most pressing issue?
Yes, what do we do next?
I don't know. I think if no one else wants to take the floor here, I think we've been having our ass handed to us, and I think that we need help. I think we need some more powerful items, which apparently we just had to throw it out in the universe, and some elf came at night and gave you guys some powerful. Anyway, that we've heard stories that there's some great power in the Northwest.
But I'm just saying, isn't Stiki's sister also of precedence?
And she's in the opposite direction.
I'm just saying, I think we got lucky yesterday. Yes, it was tragic, but none of our numbers' lives were lost, and I think we got out. We made pretty well yesterday, considering we haven't been so lucky in the past, and that seems to keep happening. I think we're way over our head in this land, whatever you want to call it. And we've been playing hero for a bit, and I think it's time to focus on surviving or getting better allies. And Fiona could be that, or seeking power in the north. Just the longer we stay here, the more chance that none of us are ever going to leave.
But what I'm saying is Stiki's not going to leave without her sister.
Leave this land?
Yes, she's not.
Yes. I understand that, but we're not. If we're going to die on the way, that's not going to help your sister at all, Stiki.
What are you saying, Aerith? Did I leave my sister behind? And I go fight somebody else's battle?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we should go up north where we can get some more power, and so that then we can go down to the south
But
and more easily help your sister.
there's a time frame on the sticky situation, if you will.
Last
Everyone
I
make-
heard, she needed our help now.
Everyone make a history check.
I don't like history.
Got a 4. So.
15.
And
Where are you? Oh, actually, I'm really good at history. 14.
you're
So you
smart
didn't like
man.
it. Newton and Aerith, Ezra as well. But as you mentioned the Northwest, the village of Kresk comes to mind, having looked at the maps. You do recall during your reading with Madame Ava that there were 2 items she said would be at the Abbey of St. Markovia. One being the card that tells of history, knowledge of the ancient that helps you better understand your enemy. And the other being a card that sheds light on one that will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. An ally, if you will, resides at the Abbey.
So I'm just thinking, it's not a coincidence that your sister's here in Barovia, Stiki. And from the little we can understand, we were brought here by someone, by something that I believe we can all kind of assume that was most likely Strahd. And so everything leads back to that devil. And so the more allies we can gain, the more information we can gain before going into an encounter with such a being, the better. And I can almost guarantee you that whatever is holding your sister is connected to Strahd.
And are you also guaranteeing me that she's going to be alive by the time we get to her? Because from what I know, she needs me now.
How do you know what you know?
Yeah, actually, that's a really good question.
Where are you getting your information
Dreams.
from?
Dreams. I told you.
Okay. And
Dreams.
I woke up and I had this on, so
right.
Make a deception check, Stiki.
Yeah, insight on that.
I mean, I already kind of like red flagged it, so but
You could roll
23.
if you'd like.
okay.
So
I'll get
poorly.
something.
No,
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
me
So
too.
Stiki at a 23.
23. Okay. Stiki. I've had dreams here as well, and Newton Loretta has expressed that she's had dreams here. Aerith, I don't know if you have, and Ezra, I don't know if. Oh, Ezra, I think you said you don't dream, but we've interacted with a lot of things here, a lot of things that are trying to fuck with our heads. We interacted with that demon yesterday, and it was bringing up stuff from my past, things that I've not told any of you or anyone else here. It knew. Things here like to mess with our heads by using our pasts. And I'm not saying that you're not, that what's happening isn't true. I'm just nervous that something's trying to take advantage of you and using something it knows that's very dear to you to do it. And again, I'm just nervous, that's all. From dreams and from things that we've interacted with here, it's hard to trust anything. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
That okay is not a feeling. Okay is something you say when you don't want to tell someone how you're feeling.
You can feel okay. I think you can feel okay.
Oh, I don't feel okay.
Okay.
But I hear what you're saying. And I choose not to respond to any of you. Except maybe Newton, because Newton's the only one who... It seems like Newton's the only one who cares. So...
Stiki, we all care.
Do you?
What would show that we care?
I don't know, helping me? You were going to, and now we're not? I thought we were together.
I think I can say for all of us, we want to help. We do. And actually, us saying that perhaps this isn't the moment, and that if we go down south, which we know nothing about, we may not be able to save your sister at all, and instead we may all...
Where does Strahd live?
Off to the east.
Castle Ravenloft, overlooking Barovia.
Oh, I know the name of the castle. I just didn't know the direction. That's all.
Yeah, it's off to the east.
The south doesn't sound dangerous to me.
Well, there's, at least on the map that I have, it doesn't seem like there's much information we have about the south, actually. So, who knows what's down.
South.
Am I right, DM, that, like, we don't really know much what's in the south?
What you know is that Father Lucian said it was a very dangerous region.
Yeah. And from what Father Lucian, may he rest in peace, said it's pretty dangerous down there. So, and here we are, we were in the safest place, I believe, in Barovia, which is here, and it's no longer safe because of...
So what you're saying is there's no wrong choices.
No, there are bad choices, and there are much worse choices, dead choices.
Oh, okay, Stiki walks up to Aerith.
I back up.
He keeps walking.
Whoa.
And he puts his finger on your chest.
Okay, I also kind of walk up to this too.
He puts his finger on his chest. And he says...
Okay, go ahead.
He says, if when we find my sister and she's dead, she won't be the only one. And Stiki turns and walks away.
You know, I don't really care. I just like to play devil's advocate.
See, that's what pisses me off the most, because I do really care. And I know that you're just playing devil's advocate.
Well, I have nowhere to run. So, I'm happy to go anywhere. I just see Stiki's plight. She wants to say...
Of course I understand his plight. Of course I understand what he wants.
It's canon that Newton is not good.
With genders. It is canon. He's always getting genders wrong.
Yeah, he's gender fluid too. It doesn't matter for him.
Yeah.
I refocus and I say, I care about Stiki. Yet he cares about his sister. I don't know his sister. I care about Stiki. And I think it's dangerous for Stiki. I'm trying to protect Stiki. That's my first priority in this situation. He can be upset with me all he wants. I'm trying to protect him.
Fine. Let's go to the mountains then.
No!
How did you get that?
No!
Well, it's north or south, right? It's north or south?
There are two different sets of mountains.
Well, and actually, it's north or south or stay. And how long do we stay?
Oh.
But
also, are we bringing the bones with us? We can't leave them here unprotected. They're not safe here, obviously.
I thought we were headed to the base of the mountain. That's where the abbey is, right?
That is the northwest. And there are some mountainous regions there, so it's a fair statement.
Well, usually mountains are in the north.
It depends on where you're at.
The mountains can be anywhere.
Maybe North America.
What about the Andes?
But I think, you know, I think I do care about Stiki, and I've lost family, and I wouldn't want Stiki to go through what I've gone through. So I understand somewhat. But the thing is, we're literally just trying to survive here, and so we can't go off just gallivanting when we don't know anything. We've been doing that, and we've been, frankly, very lucky so far.
Well, it seems you've won her over, so...
Him.
Over. It seems you've won him over. I'm sorry.
I smack Loretta. Just come on.
It's just there's too many.
Look, I understand that you might be confused because you flip-flop
Yeah.
all the time. A lot of us stay the same.
Person, it's... What am I? What even am I?
We don't know.
That's a personal
Yeah,
question.
we don't know.
You got to answer that for yourself.
At this point, Aerith, you hear Fiona's voice in your head. It says, I trust you've seen the Burgomaster's command of the people of Vallaki. The revolution will occur at the burial. You need to know if you're with us or against us.
I respond.
I couldn't wait any longer.
I'm so sorry. Mental calculus. Yeah, I respond out loud and I say, I'm with you. And whoever I can bring along.
Okay. You trust you got the message?
So, that was Fiona, again. And I don't feel right about leaving without trying to see this through. So if you guys need to leave, I understand. But I believe Newton and I have some business to finish up with the Burgomaster.
I'm not splitting up anymore. We need to stay together. At least I have a comment. We need to be working together.
As Havok says, we need to stick together, Stiki. Your ring glows, a bit warm on your finger.
Oh, Stiki did not stay in the room.
I understand.
Okay, I am at the entrance of the church, trying to unbarricade and get the fuck out of here. So it gets hot.
Oh, I didn't know you went up yet.
Hmm?
Okay. You go up the ladder, and as you get up there, you see Irina and Milivoj standing over the dead body of Father Lucian. You see Milivoj in particular is racked with tears, on his knees, crying over Lucian's body. Irina turns. Stiki. She walks up to you, her red hair kind of glowing in the faint bit of light that's coming through the windows.
She goes to give you a hug.
I hug her.
That's an awful nice creatures attack.
Are you okay?
Yes, I was at the orphanage when it started. I stayed to protect the children, if I could.
We tried. We tried to keep him alive. We tried protecting him and we couldn't. I think in this moment, all that rage that Stiki's been feeling, like, just turns into tears. He's just, like, crying, like, stone-faced, but the tears are just falling.
She puts a hand up to your face,
Ow.
pulls you into a tighter hug.
Oh, okay. Stiki says, Aerith has a letter that Father Lucian wrote. I think he wrote it to us.
To you?
To our friends. He looks down.
What did it say?
That we have to go to the abbot of Morovia.
Markovia.
Markovia, that's what I meant.
All right.
I don't really understand. They want to go, and I have to save my sister, Arena.
Your sister.
I don't think I have much time left.
How do you know this?
I've been having dreams.
Dreams are not always something to trust, Barovia.
No. But when I woke up, I had this, and
Make a deception check.
so far, 15.
You rolled a 16 naturally.
Why are you lying, Stiki? It's okay, you
So
can trust me.
so far, everything has been real, and it's been happening. Every single thing, the way that it says it was going to, the dreams and the visions and the writing and all of it, it's all pointing in the same direction, and I have to follow what it says because it's been true the whole time.
So you're going to go alone?
They're not coming with me this time.
Stiki, if you go by yourself, wherever you believe your sister to be, you will not return.
I would rather try than not try. Even if that means I don't come back. I don't think it matters. I just want to be with my sister.
What I'm saying is,
It was really...
I don't think you'll get it to your sister.
What do you mean?
If you go alone, Stiki, into the wilderness of Barovia, you will die. I'm not saying it to... I'm telling you what I know of this land. You will not make it to your sister.
Thank you. He hugs her, and then he says, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Do you want something? Do you want something, Milivosh? I'm really hungry, and I gotta go figure this out right now, because, like, my tummy is rumbling.
There's still a lockdown until the burial.
Oh. What is the burial?
It is taking place very soon, actually.
Okay, then we can all get breakfast together.
Yes.
Jumping back down to the catacombs.
So, are we going to go get weapons?
Sure. I'm gonna go grab the bones, St. Andral.
Okay. You go to open.
I sort of like follow along
You go to
with
open the
to
door.
Havok.
I can read the. Is there like a word on there? I thought no, it was a spoken phrase. That's right. Never mind.
You gotta open it.
Hey, what you doing?
These bones are not safe here, right now. They weren't safe here originally. We can't just look. If we plan on leaving, we can't just leave them here without any protection. Especially if we're going to get somebody who can help. If we get
I got you.
back,
I'm way ahead of you, and I
Yeah.
pull up my knapsack and I out ahead. I got it.
and I look
And
at him.
I turn around and I walk away.
I can't tell if he's being truthful or not. I guess I'll inside check that because I'm confused. Of like,
No, you get the sense there. It's telling the truth.
okay.
Okay, I was like, should that be persuasion?
And I say to myself, damn, we've been on the same page a lot lately. This is weird. This is not normal. Not normal. I like it, but it's not normal. Okay, I follow.
Okay. Are you guys heading out of the catacombs?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
As you begin to leave, you hear the voice of Andrei Dubiskov down in the side room. Please send Father Lucian with food when you can.
Andre, as I said last night, your Father Lucian is he's dead. He's not with us anymore. So we're gonna have the person who runs the orphanage to come check on you and make sure that you're taken care of. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Father Lucian, yes.
Yeah, but it's actually Madame Velasco.
At this point, he's turning back to his cot.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I continue upstairs.
Okay. You guys head up. As you get to the top, you see Irina Melivoj Stiki.
Irina.
Hello. So good to see you, friends. And she goes up to each of you individually to hug you.
You're all right.
Yes. I'm okay. I was at the orphanage, making sure the children were safe.
And I kind of look to the rest of the group and Irina, you're in danger. Protection is no longer in place upon this building, upon Vallaki.
Why don't you go with us then?
If it's not safe here, I suppose that's an option.
I was afraid you had already been taken.
Where are you going?
Well, there's much debate, but it's either to the mountains
or to the mountains.
or to the mountains.
Very good. At this point, you begin to hear the bells ringing. Rhea looks up for a moment.
What's that?
The burial is about to begin in the graveyard
Burial for
those who died last night.
The burgomaster wouldn't be in the ranks of those, would he?
No. He survived, but he will be there presiding over the burial. It's mandatory to attend.
Father Lucian's body's still on the floor here, right? I'll go to pick him up and bring him to the burial.
You start to pick him up, and Melivoj reaches a hand out to stop you. Just looks up at you, Havok. This was my fault?
No.
This was my fault.
No. Hey. And I kneel down next to him.
He buries his face in his hands.
And I try and get him to look at me.
After a moment, you're able to, tears staining his cheeks.
This isn't your fault. Somebody was going to make this happen with or without you. It's their fault. They are bad people. This is not your fault.
I didn't get to tell him. I was gonna tell him. Apologize. I didn't get to.
You can still tell him. He'll hear you. He knows. Trust me.
And as the bells ring, this almost tableau of Havok down on her knees with Milivosh, dead body of Father Lucian at their feet, and the rest of you standing up by the altar, looking on. That's where we'll take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes to see what happens next. See you in a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Please, no, don't get up. Pleased to meet you. My name is Newton Fright. When it comes to most things, truthfully, I'd rather not, if given the option. No, not that I have a problem or anything. It's just things tend to go awry when I get involved, so I'd rather not. Understand? And now you want to know about my past. Which past? No, I mean I have a witch past, as in I was raised by witches. Have I mentioned I like puns?
Yeah, I see you staring, and I know what you're thinking. Like I'm some savage beast. I guess there's some truth to that. I mean, I grew up like most nodes do, in a marauding pack raiding the weak to survive. I was a handful. I mean, I caused so much trouble, the pack gave me the name Havok. And that was going to be my life. Until I found a new path with the Guardian Light. I still feel all those primal urges the way I did before, but now there are these new desires. The desire to protect. So keep staring if you want. I just may have your back one day. And maybe you'll see me in a new light. A Guardian Light.
Oh, golly, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you. Oh, no. Please don't be afraid. I know I look scary and green and have tusks, but really I have a banjo. Want to hear me play? No? Well, you look like a trustworthy person, right? I can trust you? I'm afraid of everything. Figure that. A half-orc the size of an orangutan, terrified of literally everything. Irony is not lost on me. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Know of any flower fields I can take a nap in?
Thanks for the drink, stranger. Where'd I learn how to play like that? My muses rent their abilities for the night. Their price is undivided attention and rivers of ale. Where am I from? I'm from the echoes of Yukon with a broken voice. the wandering melodies of Jack's Polaricide, the breath between Herod McQueen's finishing note, and thunderous applause. The pull at your belt from a too heavy money pouch. Mine's not tugging too hard at the moment, but please, ask me more personal, probing questions. Will I come to your party? Yes, I've heard of your carousing. Did I hear right that you woke up drunk with... Oh, it's happened before? Oh, I'm sure the priest didn't mind at all. But let me ask you this. Do you know the name Aerith Gaad? Never heard of him? Good. Well, I will come play for you and your rich friends. It would be your pleasure, I'm sure.
Aren't you beautiful? I'm Ezra. Bess. Lovely to meet you. Please don't touch the hair. It is as luscious as it looks, but we're not that close yet, darling. Oh, you're here for one of my parties. I'm afraid I haven't thrown one in quite some time, actually. I wasn't aware there were still people around that used to go. Well, it's always good to see a friendly face, and such a pretty one at that. Who knows? Maybe another party will be in the near future. Yes, I'll be sure to invite you. Ta-ta now.
And welcome back. So, just before we went to break, our party had come out of the catacombs, seen Irina and Milivosh mourning over the body of Father Lucian, and heard there was to be a burial, a short amount of time, for all those who died in the attack last evening. At that moment, the bells began to ring, signaling the beginning of this event. What are you all doing?
I wonder if we can kind of make a makeshift stretcher or whatever for Lucian's body, so Havok isn't just fireman carrying. Maybe from some whatever's lying around from the barricade.
I have a blanket. I can just pull out my blanket and wrap him in that.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. Lay out my blanket. I'll ask Milivosh to help me kind of load him onto the blanket.
He does.
Would you like to help me carry him? I bet he'd like that.
And while Havok is carrying Milivosh, I want to try to gather the others together as we're walking and kind of just say, I think be ready for anything. I think Fiona's just sort of gonna, I think maybe and perhaps at the funeral, start this thing off. So let's be ready.
So we're just going to improvise?
I think let's not start anything without saying someone else start it first. But yeah, it's probably going to be improvised. Anyway, just want to say, heads up.
All right.
And then I go to Havok and say the same thing quietly.
Gotcha. Irina leads you all out the side door that leads to the path to the orphanage, as well as the graveyard to your left. As you head outside, you see a large retinue of citizens gathered, some just outside the graveyard, some inside. And you see a large grave that has been dug, a mass grave. You see guards standing around it, and at the head of it, you see the burgomaster and Ezek standing nearby.
Burgomaster's wife, Lydia, is also there. You don't see his son. You see them. Opposite the Burgomaster on the other side of the grave, you see Fiona Wachter. Make a perception check as you clock her.
Everyone, or just
Whoever's paying attention.
no?
23.
Okay. Aerith, you see her talking with a figure who's turned away from you. You don't see their face. It's a male, but other than that, you can't make out any details. She nods. He nods. And he starts moving to a spot in the crowd.
I detach from the group and try to casually make my way to this figure, or like to try to get a glimpse at their face.
Okay. If you'd like, you can make a stealth check. Are you doing the stealth?
Yeah. I want to not be in view of the Burgomaster, or any of his cronies.
Gotcha.
All right. So that's 20.
Okay. Easy enough with the cover of the crowd. Again, it looks like pretty much every member of Vallaki is here. So it's pretty easy for you to sift through without drawing too much attention as everyone's kind of settling in. And you get close to where you saw the figure go. And looking at him, you see it's a bald man. He has a large scar across one eye. The other one's blue. He has his head bowed, just looking on.
And I haven't seen him before.
No. What are the rest of you doing?
Loretta is trying to move to a position to catch the eye of the Burgomaster.
Okay. So you see the Burgomaster is standing to the south of this grave. You could stand to the east, to the north, that's where Fiona is, to the west.
And stand to the south. Or to...
If you'd like to, you want to approach the Burgomaster, see if you can stand next to him?
I'd like to.
Okay. You start to break away from the group, making your way towards the Burgomaster. As you get close, one of the guards stops you. That's far enough. You find a spot with the rest of the group.
Bergie!
Turns to you. It's all right. Let her pass. Guard steps aside.
I'm sorry about last night.
I'm glad that you're safe. It's a tragedy. A devil within her own walls.
You have no idea what I saw last night.
What did you see?
Vampires. A lot of vampires.
Yes, what?
In here. Of all
Shh, keep your voice down.
I'm so sorry. Can I stand next to you? Can I be close to you?
Make a persuasion check.
Gonna be using my Cardic Inspiration. It's gonna be an 18.
I can't have you right next to me. Not as I lead. You can stand behind my wife. About 5 paces behind her.
I stand up. I just need to be close to you.
What was that?
I said, I just need to be close to you.
Doesn't look good.
I understand. I'm sorry, Bergie. I'm just afraid.
You seek to make a fool out of me.
I do not seek to make...
Then question me no further.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'll comfort you later. For now, find your place, please. It's just as weird for me, guys.
It's not you.
Oh wait, you guys are here? Oh.
It's 100% the character. It's not you. It's the character.
Oh my god.
I thought this was just me and Seth. Oh, sorry.
The character is wretched. Just wretched and gross.
My pants are off. I don't know yet.
What are you doing, Newton? Are you?
They're not. They're not.
Newton, are you listening to him, or are you? What are you doing?
I want to be as close to him as possible. That he as close as he will let me be to him.
Yeah, you see the space he indicated. There are some people standing back there. It's definitely a bit lighter. The guards are keeping it somewhat clear. You get the sense that tensions are kind of high at the moment amongst everyone here, as well as the burgomaster himself. But there is some space that would have you about 15 feet away.
Okay. I mean, I've made my choice.
Okay. You go stand there. You see his wife glance at you as you walk by. With a sad look on her face.
I want to look at her in a way that shows that I acknowledge her position, but at the same time, understand her. I want to look at her in a way I understand her position and respect it. Like a look of it's like respect and relation. It's like a
kinship. Is that right?
Kinship, but I'm submitting to her.
Okay. And as you study her a bit more, it's less sadness and more resignation than anything else. This is the way things are. The bells are still ringing throughout all of this. A light rain begins to drizzle.
I kind of want to look around at our surroundings. Like, are there some buildings nearby? Is there some alleys we can duck into? Is there a roof we can jump onto? Like, how far away are we from the gates? Like, that kind of situation.
From the gates, you guys are, at least you who followed the figure, are towards the north, so you're a bit further away from the gates. Maybe like 60 feet or so.
Oh, okay.
But the kind of gates themselves around, or the fence rather, is not too tall. Something that can be jumped if need be. Across the cobblestone streets across the way, you see other buildings and alleys that could be ducked into. The orphanage is behind you as well. While you're kind of glancing around, getting your surroundings checked. Stiki, Havok, what are you doing?
I'm just leading Milovosh to where the bodies look like they're being laid in, and help him as we get to the edge, kind of very caringly wrap Father Lucian in the blanket. I'll take a second to put my hand on his chest, just to say a silent prayer to myself, and I'll kind of trace the sign of the Morning Lord on his forehead, and then I'll look to Milovosh to indicate, let's lower him in together.
Okay. And at this time, you're seeing other people bringing
bodies up to this mass grave, and some people are even jumping in so that they can gently grab them from the other person and place them.
I'll do that. I'll jump down and help
Okay.
let me a little slower. Down.
Easy enough to do. And as the last body is lowered, as you place Father Lucian and then make your way out, all in all, you see that around 26 people were killed. Men, women, children, no discrimination.
Do I see Henrik here? At this ceremony?
Make a perception check. It's a tough one because there's so many people. But
16?
looking around, it's tough to spot him.
Okay.
The crowd's just too big.
All right. I'll just keep scanning. Long shot, but looking for him.
The bells stop ringing at this point. Burgomaster steps up towards the edge of the grave.
My fellow Valakians, it is a tragedy what occurred here last night. We lost 26 brave souls, good people of Vallaki. There's subterfuge at work within these walls. Betrayal by some we've not found, but we will, and when we do, our retribution will be swift. But we come here today to mourn our fallen, and to remember to rise together, because only when we stand as one can all be well. And keep this in mind, my friends. All will be well.
And after the Festival of the Blazing Sun, you guys kind of got used to the reception of the Burgomaster, one that was seemingly warm, but you could tell was a bit fake. Silence follows his speech here.
So no chanting back the all will be well.
You hear maybe a couple people start to say it, and it falls flat.
I stealthily make my way through the crowd to be close to Fiona.
Okay.
Loretta reaches into her pocket and puts on the golden spell store.
All right. You watch as Father Lucian raises a torch. Isaac approaches holding an umbrella-looking item to protect the flame from the rain.
Well, as you all know, we burned the bodies before setting them to rest, so that they may not rise again and attack us. And with that,
Near Fiona. Burgomaster, if I might say a few words as well.
yes, please proceed, Mrs. Wachter.
If there's a chance that I can touch her, I would take it.
Okay.
Like, as subtly as possible.
Sure.
But, kind of even brush up against her.
Make a stealth or sleight of hand, whichever you'd like.
Okay, I'll do stealth.
Am I allowed to ready an action?
Yeah. What are you ready?
Oh my gosh! Okay, guys. All right, I'm gonna use this Cardic Inspiration here.
Was it a natural one?
No, it was a 4.
You reach out, touch her, you stumble and fall into.
That's That's gonna be that's 9 plus 5. No, that's gonna be 14. Still.
And,
And
Loretta, what are you ready?
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on her.
Oh, okay.
And specifically,
When I'm ready.
Sorry, hold on one moment, dude.
Specifically, Eagle's Splendor, so she has advantage on charisma checks.
Gotcha. You don't touch her. The magic courses through your fingertips into her. She glances back at you, smiles and nods. Looks back over to the Burgomaster. Newton, what are you prepping?
So, okay, I just need to know. So, this thing I'm wearing has a bunch of spells in it. Do I know what spells are in it?
No.
So it's like a gun.
I mean,
a gun loaded with, surprises.
I usually know what's inside a gun.
Loaded with surprises.
Okay, so
Could be the most powerful spell in the game, or it could be Mage Hand. You know.
Well, I'm gonna ready it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready this thing for a moment of opportunity.
You pull it out of your pocket, slip it on your hand. Your faint laughter as you do so. It's on. Now, is there a specific trigger that you're looking for?
If we have to roll initiative, that's the trigger.
So that's kind of metagaming.
Yeah.
What would the trigger be in the game world?
If Fiona starts a fight, like if whatever she says starts, can it be a verbal thing? Like, can I like be like now?
Sure. So
Okay.
we'll just say you're kind of looking for an opportune moment, as Jack Sparrow might say.
Yes.
There's violence. Yeah.
All right. Where is everyone else standing? And also, where's your focus at the moment?
I'm standing obviously pretty close to Fiona, though trying not to be seen, like trying to, cloak, but I'm there. And I would love just to count how many guards are around the Burgomaster.
Okay. You see 8 with Ezek 9.
Okay.
You also see, just looking around, probably a grand total of about 40 guards all around.
Guys, just remember there's a wall that we can jump over, apparently. So.
Stiki and Havok, where are you standing?
Stiki as at a vantage point where he can keep an eye on the team.
Okay. There are not many spots to be up higher to look, but you kind of find a spot in the corner where you can see kind of Aerith to your right, Loretta on the other side. Ezra followed you. Arena's with you as well. Havok, where are you?
Which side did we load the body in on?
The east side.
East side? So I would probably have just hopped out and stood there with Milovosh.
Okay. So yeah, Stiki, you can see everyone.
I am continuing to look for Henrik, as if a riot happens and I see him, I'm going to take the opportunity to kill him.
Okay. Make another perception check.
Yeah. Which one? Ah! That is a 25, natural 19 on the dice.
Okay. Glancing around, you see him. Other side, standing in the middle of the crowd that's in the graveyard.
So he's on this side.
Fiona, at this point, says, "My fellow Vallakians, it is with a heavy heart that I speak to you today. We lost far too many of our populace last night. Our tears may wet the ground they lie beneath, but their deaths cannot be in vain.
My sadness is mixed with another feeling, though. One of anger, one of rage. And at this point, she was glancing around. Her eyes land on Vargas. Under whose leadership did those creatures come to wreak havoc in Vallaki? None other than Vargas Vallakovich. And you almost see every head turn in that direction. You see the guards around Vargas shift a bit. Some of their hands go to their weapons. Vargas says, that's quite enough, Fiona. Each generation of Vallakovich that comes to power seems to be more forceful than the last, and Vargas has extended that cruelty beyond compare. I said that's enough, Fiona! And you watch as she casts a spell and her voice begins to boom out over Vargas. For years, Vargas has used the idea of Strahd von Zarovich to instill fear into us all and commit whatever atrocities he pleases. Now we see he can't protect us as he claims. Then why do we allow him to rule? How many of you have family and friends who were hauled off to his Reformation Center only to return a shallow shell of the person they were before? I have it on good authority that he allows torture and dark magic to be used on the minds of those who disobey our beloved Burgomaster. We've all stood by as this leader has turned our town into one of fear and paranoia. No further. Vallakians, today is the day we take back this town for the good people who make it up. For the people who are tired of living in fear. For the people who deserve a leader whose concern is for their well-being, not a bloated, shallow man who only seeks his own power. Rise with me, Vallakians, and take back your town. And at this point, you hear a scream in the crowd, and you watch. Your head turns. Aerith, you see this standing near the bald-headed figure that you saw. A woman falls in the crowd, a sword wound in her back as she bleeds out, and a guard standing nearby with his weapon drawn. The bald man points to the guard and says, "He stabbed her! He stabbed her!" And the crowd begins to roar in anger. Some start breaking to the guards. Other ones start making their way to Vargas Vallakovich, who's looking around frantically. You see some of the guards by him slash at this mob that's moving towards him. What is everyone doing?
I cast Fairy Fire on all the guards and the Burgomaster and, like, Ezek. Yeah.
Ooh!
Can you cast it on every single one of them?
Anything that's within a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
I'm trying to do it so that it's not on Newton, but just I'm trying to get as many of them possible. And if there's some people, townspeople to get it, sure. But just
What's
trying to get
happening?
as many.
What are you doing?
I'm casting Fairy Fire, so each object in a 20-foot cube within the range is outlined, I'm going to say, in violet light. And they have to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Okay.
And then everyone will have advantage to attack them if they fail.
Ezek is the only one that made the save.
All right.
It's your brother.
Yeah, it was meant to be. And
Newton,
so my
you need to make a
enhanced
save as well.
ability drops. What?
I need to make a saving throw?
Yeah, if you're trying to catch as many as you can, you'd catch Newton's only 15 feet away.
Okay.
What am I saving?
Dexterity, it's against a DC of 15.
It's gonna be an 8, so definitely didn't save.
Okay. So you are also wreathed in this light that all of a sudden is glowing and emanating out.
It doesn't affect my attacks, right? It just
No.
affects...
No.
If someone attacks you, they have advantage.
Okay. So I'm going to I mean, I don't know this, I guess. So
What are you doing?
I'm gonna. So is it chaotic? Like, is everybody kind of like stirring?
Yeah, you're seeing some people beginning to make their way towards the Burgomaster. You see some people that are just fucking out. They're just leaving because they sense what's about to occur. Some people that are attacking guards closer to them, but definitely a retinue that's moving towards the Burgomaster.
So I'm gonna walk towards the Burgomaster, like behind him.
Okay.
15 feet away, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get as close to him as possible.
Okay.
I'm even gonna say his name. I'm gonna say, Bergie!
Get me out of here. Get me out of here, Isaac.
Bergie, help! Bergie!
Isaac grabs the Burgomaster and starts pushing to try to get away. Pushes past you, Loretta. What are you doing?
I reach out and I with this thing that I'm wearing, touch the back of his head and fire. I just, whatever that means, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't want to. I don't like dexterity. I only get +2. Gully gully. It's gonna be an 11.
Okay. You're gonna take the full brunt of this.
Shit.
1 second. Okay. You reach your hand towards the back of his head. And as you pulse this ring, you watch as this tiny little orb of red and orange flame
No.
hit into the Burgomaster's head. You have half a moment where you think, shit. And a fireball explodes in the center of this. You get thrown back, Newton, into the grave, taking 30 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Let me roll for a couple more guards.
Yeah.
Fireball the back of his head at point blank range.
And at this moment, as the explosion occurs, smoke rising up, it kind of causes everyone to pause. And as they look, you see Ezek on the ground, picking himself up, charred, but okay. You see 4 of those 8 guards dead. You see the Burgomaster's wife burned to a crisp. Her hands up, trying to block the blast. And you see the headless corpse of the burned. In fact, you don't even see a corpse. You see ash. You see a body that was completely destroyed by the blast. After this brief moment of silence, you hear the crowd begin to cheer. Ah! And you see some of them beginning to attack the guards again, going at them. What are you guys doing?
I look to Fiona. What is she doing?
Fiona raises her hands up, and you watch as she casts the same spell to cause her voice to boom over the crowd. Vallakians! And again, silence.
I want to guide her, go over to her, and guide her.
The Burgomaster is dead! You guards that remain, you have a choice: to die alongside the corrupt former ruler, or to stand with your fellow Vallakians and throw down your weapons. And there's this hesitation.
I send out a thundercloud in the air as I stand next to her for added effect.
So you come stay next to her now?
Yeah, and sort of put my hand up and down.
You see some of the remaining guards all around, look around. To the crowd, to each other, to Fiona. And you see most of them begin to raise their swords. Hands up, and drop them to the ground. Any who do defy, take them into custody. But our work is not done, Vallakians. We will tear down his Reformation Center brick by brick and free those whom he tortured. To the Reformation Center! And this mob begins to move. Some of the guards tossing off their armor and moving with them. What are you all doing?
I rush as fast as I can, even trying to get ahead of them if I can, to the Reformation Center.
Okay.
Cast invisibility.
Okay, you're lying in there. You cast invisibility.
But I cast invisibility.
Gotcha.
Where's Henrik going?
You see Henrik moving towards the Reformation Center. That's where he's actually headed. Say.
Okay, I'll follow.
What about you, Stiki?
I'll turn to Milovosh actually, and I'll say, "You should probably get out of here."
I'll be in the church.
Stiki noticed an opportunity because everybody in the village was distracted. So Stiki is moving as quickly as possible to the entrance of Barovia.
Vallaki.
Vallaki.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm charging ahead, and like Aerith is just incensed by this and seeing the Burgomaster dead, and something had just sort of come over him. He's gone into a rage. He's rushing forward, and as soon as I get to the Reformation Center, I want to cast Shatter and break apart the walls or something to allow people in.
Gotcha. You approach the Reformation Center with this mob behind you. You cast the spell, and some of the bricks fall off, the doors shatter into the courtroom, and people go piling in. You see some of the guards begin to fight at first throughout this, but it's overwhelming, the numbers here. And eventually, Aerith, you see as they drag out two of the reformers, or one of the reformers, I'm sorry. One of the reformers in the red cloak, and they toss him to the ground, and they're just on him. You hear his screams as he dies. You smell the scent of fire. It's beginning to burn inside the Reformation Center. As you see the line of people, prisoners, being led out by the group. Newton, what are you doing during this?
I've slowly crawled my way out of the grave. I don't know. What do I like? It's much emptier now, right? Like everybody's like kind of like moved off.
A lot of people moved off. Some people are just lingering. It looks like some people got hurt in all this.
So am I able to see Stiki?
Make a perception check.
10, I think.
Stiki, are you moving stealthily, or are you just walking?
I'm just walking.
Okay. Then with a 10, you are able to spot this 6'7" Stiki amongst the crowd.
It's a 9.
Yeah. Stiki's 6'7", green.
All right. Well, I'm pretty badly wounded, so I'm going to follow the only person I can see. So I start limping invisibly behind Stiki.
Okay. Havok, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and weave through the crowd to get as close to Henrik as I can.
Okay. Takes a moment, but you do.
I'm gonna like right behind him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame. I'm gonna set him on fire.
Okay.
Tell you.
One more point.
Ruthless.
Okay.
Double kill.
You reach your hand out and feel the righteousness of what you're doing. You know what's right. You know justice. And you are the one to dole it out. And as his cloak catches, he begins to scream. Help me, please! Help me! He turns back and looks at you. What do you look like as he looks at you?
I'm staring him dead in the eye with just a piercing look of, this is your fault. You deserve this. And I start to just back away from him.
Kind of back away, and the crowd fills in around you. And you hear him scream and scream until he screams no more. Stiki, you made your way to the gates. There are no guards there currently.
Is it open? Can I get through?
It's closed, but you see the mechanism on the side.
All right, I use the mechanism.
Slowly open. Newton, you see this in your invisible state.
Could you say that one more time?
You see Stiki opening the gates. I'm assuming to the west, Stiki. Those were the closest gates.
Yeah.
Newton kind of like stumbles his way towards where he's at, and and he's like, Sticks, I'm hurt bad. I'm hurt real bad.
Does Stiki hear him?
You hear Newton, you don't see Newton.
Okay, Stiki was reaching for the paper because he doesn't know which way the directions are. And he stops the moment he hears Newton's voice.
Okay.
Newton?
Yeah, it's me. I'm here. I'm pretty charred, actually. Where are you going?
The bathroom. The outhouse that's outside.
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well, 6.
Newton, insight check.
Okay.
Insight?
What's your passive insight, actually?
Passive insight.
Yeah.
10 plus your insight.
10 plus my insight. 11.
Stiki's line.
Yeah, I know you're regular, but you're not that regular.
Don't you have a healing spell or something?
Yeah, no, I don't. You're going to get your sister, aren't you?
It's better if I go alone. Obviously, I don't think...
Yeah, that's real dumb.
It might be dumb, but I have to do something. Where are you? Maybe I can cure your wound.
You can do that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no. I'm not going to show you myself.
God damn it.
I'm going to continue to suffer until you follow me away from these doors to where we can go to a safer place for you to cure my wounds. I can't be seen in the open like this. And I don't have the focus to maintain Loretta.
Stiki puts his hands on his hips and says, "Oh, okay." And then he starts aimlessly swinging. Just get him.
Newton,
Where are you?
Newton's hurt, but he just backs 2 steps back. Like,
Roll an attack at disadvantage.
Oh fuck. He could kill Newton right now.
4.
Yeah, you're just swinging wildly. Newton, you back completely to the other side of where Stiki's swinging. And you see this old woman off in the distance waddle by. You just hear Newton. Heartbroken. I knew that one would break him. Continues to walk away.
look, Sticks. You don't know, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't know that your sister's not already dead.
Stiki stops swinging.
So, you might as well come to terms. I know you want to save her. But this place, I mean, hell, I saw myself swinging on a noose. You know, that hasn't come to pass. It toys with us. It messes with our worst fears. There's something about this place that seeds in us our darkest, our darkness. It makes our darkness grow. You have a family here. And I'm not saying that your sister...
You think that's family? They're not willing to help me.
I think they are, but they want to help you first.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
It means they don't want you to send you on a fool's errand.
Stiki, you feel the paper burning. Not burning, warm.
Shit. Stiki, wow. Stiki, okay, that's what starts happening. Stiki starts going, oh, I don't know. He's just like losing his head right here.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Stiki.
Oh, damn, thank God. 18. 21 then.
Newton takes a moment and he says, save your brother before you save your sister.
My brother?
I'm saying before you
I don't know. Every time I've tried saying, hey, we're family, like, I love you, everybody doesn't. I have a real sister out there. How hot is the paper?
Consistent.
Okay.
Similar to the ring.
Ah. Will you help me convince them?
I will help you. But I don't know if I can convince them. But Stiki, I will always have my plight. So there's no running for me. So wherever you are, I will help you. But I need help right now. Like real bad. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay. I'll put your body where my hands are. I promise I won't hurt you. I'm sorry that I did that.
My physical state as leverage. So could we please, move somewhere away from the gates until our friends get back? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I can heal you right here, like right now. You just gotta. Yeah, I'm not gonna punch you again. I'm sorry that I did that the first time. That wasn't very nice of me.
It's fine, but what I'm saying is we have to get somewhere safe because I don't think I'm physically able to be Loretta Lee at the moment.
Okay. Actually, I don't need to touch you. Stiki uses his healing word.
Okay.
Does it have to be a word?
Yes.
Oh. Bubbles. That's the word. He says bubbles and whatever.
I hate to be this person. Healing word says person that a creature you can see.
Oh.
Thank you, Ricky.
Hey, thanks, Ricky.
Sorry.
Hey, I actually can't really heal you until I can see you. I think that's the way that it works. I don't know. There's a voice in my head that told me that. So.
Well, we're in a predicament, aren't we?
I think you're more in a predicament than I'm in a predicament, aren't we?
So you're just gonna leave me here?
We gotta meet halfway, buddy.
Yeah.
You want me to help you? I'm coming with you. We already discussed it. You gotta trust me now.
He lets down his invisibility.
Bubbles.
All right. You casting it at first level?
Yes.
All right, that's 1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Mine or hers?
Hers. His.
His.
God, Newton, you got me doing it.
Well, we're talking
1d4 plus my spell casting modifier.
Yeah. What's your charisma level?
Oh.
What's your charisma score?
Plus 3, 17.
Okay. Then roll a 1d4 and add 3.
5.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Thank you.
I'm at 12. All right. Now that you can see my bloody face, can we get somewhere safe? Because I'm not sure if this new regime is totally cool with, this guy. So I'm pretty vulnerable here.
Why don't you turn back into Newton? They might like him because Newton was in the Reformation Center and they just broke everybody out of there, right? That's the thing.
Well, I mean, I am Newton now.
Yeah.
It's okay, I do it too. It's fine.
You got me all confused now too. I don't know.
All I'm saying, let's get to a safe house.
All right. Okay. He follows him.
Okay. Havok, where did you go after your moment?
I start heading back to the church.
All right. Aerith, you're still with the mob, so to speak?
Well, I mean, no, actually, as soon as I'm watching the sort of gray off be killed, something sort of snaps back, and I'm like, and then I start running back towards where the grave is, just as fast as I can.
Okay. As you do, you hear Fiona's voice echoing out through the street, closer to the Reformation Center. Just saying, similar to what she said before to the guards, lay down your weapons, or you will be arrested. She also calls out to the citizens of Vallaki, saying, "And we were saved by the heroes who came to this land. Treat them with the reverence they deserve." And you see people clocking you as you're running back, Aerith, and some nodding, some trying to shake your hand as you run past.
And okay, and I sort of actually acknowledge them as I go by, but I just run even faster.
Okay. Havok, you were slowly walking back to the church. Focused. Sense of calm. Sense of justice. Did what was right. And you see Aerith running past you. A bit ahead of you. Didn't catch you out of the corner of his eye. And Aerith, you're back at the graves.
I look around for Ezek.
Looking around, you do not see Ezek.
No. I search the grave. I search wherever that big explosion happened.
Looking through the grave, you don't see much. On the ground, you do see Ezek's great axe.
I pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up.
And I try to think, like, do I know, besides the Reformation Center, was there some sort of like prison or like that I knew of in the city?
The stocks in town square.
Yeah, I run towards the stocks. I mean, I'm just desperate at this point.
Okay, Havok, you see Aerith running off.
Hmm?
You run away. Okay. You get to the stocks. You see people have been freed out of them. They're in the process of freeing the last person there. Otherwise, no Ezek.
I don't know. But I saw Havok.
I'd say you probably saw Havok as you were waiting there for me. You grabbed the axe, saw Havok, then thought to run to the stocks.
Oh, I'm coughing and puffing now at this point. I like as fast as I can run back to try to find Havok.
Gotcha. Then you make your way back. And Havok, are you going inside the church or are you staying right there?
I guess I would, if I saw Aerith running around, I guess I would wait
Okay.
outside to see if I can see them. Anybody.
You're waiting there. You also notice people nodding in your direction. Some people attempting to shake your hand as Stiki and Newton arrive behind you.
Just kind of give him a nod.
And Aerith, you arrive. Ezra comes out of the church.
Who comes out of the church?
Ezra.
Has anyone seen Ezek?
I saw him push off through the crowd. It seemed like they were letting him go for a moment, and then some of them tried to grab at him. He hit some of them. Ezra gestures over to a couple people on the ground who have these burn marks across their face.
But here, he got away.
I lost him in the crowd, and Irina, I wanted to keep her and Milivo safe, so I went back to the church with them.
You had the right idea. I have to find him. I mean, if he's still in the city, they'll kill him. I won't ask you to help me, but I have to go. And
Why do you care?
He's my brother, and he's the only family I have left.
Sticky's eyes narrow, but he doesn't say anything. His eyes just go really dark.
At this point, Aerith, you hear a voice. He wanted me to reach out to you and tell you that he's safe. To find you in time when we pull ourselves together.
Damn.
I don't recognize the voice.
Make a history check.
$15.
You only met this person briefly, but you recognize it as the voice of the Burgomaster's son.
I think this is our cue to get out of here.
What was that?
I think we should get out of here. I think we should leave. We should pick a direction and walk. This town is figuring itself out. They don't need us anymore.
We accomplished what we came here to do, right? Or we did it. It's done. He's dead. Let's go.
I say we invite Arena if she wants to come. And if not,
She needs to come, right? She's not safe here.
well, she's not safe anywhere.
Not safe with us either, but you know, I think we can't pass up the opportunity to secure an ally. So we should at least talk to Fiona before we go. I heard her praising us as heroes, so we should at least just make sure that that's solid. We need a place to be able to come back to. We have few friends in this place, and then we can go.
Saying a quick mosey over to Rebellion headquarters, and then
we can leave.
out. Well, let's do it. Where's Arena?
She's in the church.
Havok, you wanna?
Okay.
What are you saying? Would you like to ask Arena? He would like to join us.
Yeah, I would. Okay.
You get 16 points of healing.
You're welcome. Just kidding, wasn't me. I guess
Yeah,
we're walking to the church.
Where?
Okay. You head to the church. Sticky.
Yes.
Still feel the warmth of the paper.
I know I have to answer this. I don't want to. Sticky.
I'm telling you, you feel it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Havok, you go in. Yeah, Aerith.
Oh, was there? But could I have responded to that message?
Yeah.
Oh, can I respond?
Go for it.
I just want to say, tell him I'm glad he's okay. I look forward to seeing him. And talking more about our family. And that's it.
You get the sense the message is received.
Okay.
Havok, you open the doors to the church. Arena's there with Milovoj, who is flipping through a book of the Morning Lord.
I just kind of walk up and stand there for a second.
This is unbelievable. Is Loretta okay?
She can take a hit. Are you okay? Are you both okay?
Yes, came inside rather quickly. Did you want something?
Yeah, we feel like we've helped Vallaki in the way that we had set out to. We helped rid Vallaki of bad leadership, and we think that better leadership is not far behind, and so we are prepared to move on to the next part of our mission. And we know that you're not safe here, and so we wanted to ask if you wanted to come with us so we could hopefully keep an eye on you until we can find somewhere safer for you.
If it's true what you say, that the bones are no longer keeping this church safe, then I don't feel I have much of a choice. You all are like family to me. Of course, I will come with you.
Thank you for putting your trust in us.
Only because you've shown a reason to deserve it.
Milovosh,
I'm staying. I don't.
No, yeah, no.
I don't know if
It's your job to keep this church going, or at least keep its upkeep, and it's also now your responsibility to take care of Andre.
Yes.
That's what Father Lucian would want.
I will continue Father Lucian's work in his honor.
And I know he'll be proud of you. Also, take care of our dog. It's at the orphanage. We're probably not a good idea to bring her along with us. The kids will like a dog. I think maybe in these maybe like difficult times, maybe a nice dog, will help get
They
them
like
through this.
they like the dog. Thank you.
She's a good dog. She'll behave.
Right. I guess
We'll
this
be
is
back.
goodbye.
We'll be back.
You better be. Irina hugs Milovosh. Be okay. It'll be okay. Turns to walk out with you, Havok.
Till we see each other again, Milovosh.
Nods. Goes back to reading.
Walk out.
Alright. I guess we have an arena walk out of the church.
All right, comrades. Before we go to speak with Fiona, I don't know if anyone else got the vibe, but I think she's better than the Burgomaster, but perhaps isn't completely great. We don't know yet, but also I'm pretty sure that she had someone in the crowd stab one of the commoners to get the riot started. So, just know who we're dealing with. But I think we need her. That's all I'm going to say.
Where are you headed?
I head to the Reformation Center. That was the last place I saw her.
Okay. You head over there, and it seems like based on the noise you hear, that the crowd has moved somewhat all around the Reformation Center at this point, that's crumbling in on itself. You see Fiona watching the fire as well. You also see a group of individuals dressed in mostly black cloaks standing just on the outskirts of the Reformation Center. And any time part of the building seems to move towards the crowd, a spell is cast that protects them as much as possible, keeps the fire, the damage contained.
Approach the group, and I give a very grand bow, a good 10 feet away from the group, and say, "You have won a great victory for the people of Vallaki, and perhaps even beyond today."
She looks at all of you, and as you were approaching, the crowd was parting for you all, making space, bowing reverentially. She says, "The victory is not mine. The victory is for Vallaki, and it could not have occurred without you, incredible heroes. You are welcome in the new Vallaki whenever you would like." And the crowd around begins to cheer for all of you. She gestures to you to come closer.
I do.
Do the rest of you follow?
Awesome.
As you do, Aerith. She says to you in her normal speaking voice, "Without you and your friends, I don't know if any of this would have been possible. I didn't get the chance to tell you this since we never had our dinner. But I had had a prophecy from Madame Ava when I was young, about 5 heroes who would come and bring sunlight to Vallaki once again. And I feel honored to have met them."
Oh. We didn't know that. We were just trying to do what we thought was right, or at least to get rid of a great evil here. But we've actually had our own prophecies from the same Madame Eva. And though I'm sure we will return to Vallaki, and we look forward to having a safe haven within this land, it is these prophecies that will now lead us out into the wilderness to try to fulfill these as best we can.
Well, when you return, the Burgomaster's, the former Burgomaster's manor, currently has no tenants. So, as a thank you, I'd like to give it to you.
Well, that's ironic.
Not there.
And very gracious of you. I believe that is agreeable to the rest of us. Perhaps we can settle these affairs when we return from our journey, but we are anxious to be on our way.
Of course.
Now that everything is on its way to being settled with you at the helm of the leadership here.
Well, if you need to leave, you can speak to my friend here. She turns and you see this kind of portly man, curly brown hair, goatee stretches down. This is Ernst Flarnak. He can make sure you have horses. traveling
Thank
through
you.
it. Of course.
Thank you. And in the same sort of lower voice that she was addressing me earlier, I say, Vallaki is safer with you at its head. But we both know that the protection of Vallaki is compromised, and that is one of the things we are seeking to restore up north. We will do the best we can. But be vigilant. The protection is gone.
I wish you luck, but I'm of the opinion that Vallaki has never been safer than it has this day.
Insight check.
Inside
Insight check that. Like, there's so many things about insight check on that. Oh my god. Well, okay, first. When I said anything about the protection, did like anything click? Did she know about the bones? Did she know about did anything sort of like go off in her brain of like a recognition of what I was talking about, or was
Make
it
an
just
insight check.
flowery? Okay. Oh my god, another one! Oh,
Didn't seem like anything.
oh man, it's a 3.
Truthfully, didn't seem like anything.
Okay. Well, I make another grand bow and sort of go over to Ernst and sort of begin sort of dragging him over to my friends and introduce them to the rest.
Howdy. Ernst Larnay. Nice to meet you.
You spell that?
ERNSTLARNAK.
Ernst, you don't sound anything like I imagined you to.
What do you think I sound like?
Like a pretentious version of me.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint.
It's not disappointing, it's quite refreshing.
Well, you need some horses? I can get you some horses to wrangle them up.
Right. Well, we're at the Blue Water Inn. Is there any way you could bring them
Of course.
there?
Yeah, I'll get that done for you.
Thank you, Ernst.
Give me about 20 minutes.
Very good. Thank you.
All right.
And some food and preparations for the journey as well, if possible.
Of course.
Whatever you can spare.
You got it.
Thank you. I give a bow. Not quite as
Understand.
grandiose, but
He starts to head out toward the north.
Stiki, make a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a nat 1.
what does that mean?
Wow.
After a moment,
That was unfortunate.
you pull out the book. You pull out a journal. One you don't recognize.
Me?
Yeah.
From my person? Myself?
Yeah, from your back.
Okay, I pull out a journal. Cool.
It's got like a beaten gray cover. Looks, kind of old, but pages are mostly empty. You see a page that has everyone's name on it, and your paper is the bookmark in it, and you are grabbing the paper. And you just see that it says, Newton's right. You are a family. Your sister has found safe haven for the time. Gather your strength. Together, you're strong. Divided, you fall.
How far away am I from the party?
I'd say you're with them, but
Okay.
this isn't
They're just not
something
paying
that's-
attention because they're okay. Cool.
This is during the Fiona conversation.
Cool. Stiki lets out a deep sigh of relief and puts the journal away, puts the paper back where he found it.
Okay.
And
you do notice as you close it on the cover, AV. Looks like the initials of whoever owned this.
Okay. Good to know. Stiki starts crying. Just silently, he's just standing there and he's crying. He has this look of relief on his face.
Okay. You make your way back, Aerith. You see that Stiki's silently crying.
Oh, man. Aerith sort of ignores it for a bit.
So yeah, that makes sense. I fucking threatened you, man. So.
And,
Irina takes your hand, Stiki. Just squeezes
Oh.
it. Doesn't look. Squeezes it.
yeah. But Aerith eventually does kind of slow down and sort of make his way over to the Stiki. And I don't know if you can hear this or really believe me, but I know a bit of the desperation that you might be feeling right now to keep your sisters safe. I haven't really talked about it much, but I lost my parents, and if there was anything I could do, to bring them back or to have seen them safe, I would do it. But we just have to be smart about it. Otherwise, we'll lose you too, and ourselves in the process. I don't know how else to say that.
Stiki, the moment he says, I don't know how else to say that, Stiki places his hand on his shoulder and says, I'm sorry that I threatened you. That was so not cool of me. I was not in a good place. Thank you for telling me about your parents. I think everything's gonna be okay. I'm okay now.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I totally get it. There's nothing you have to apologize for. I just don't want you to feel like we don't care, because we do.
Okay.
Okay. And Eric sort of just drifts away a little bit to give a little more space to end the conversation. Awkwardly, but yeah.
You guys wait for 20 minutes or so, and then you see Ernst coming back with some horses. They have some packs strewn across their backside. All right, here you go. I'm sorry, I didn't realize there were 6. I got 5 horses. I think one you could double up, I can go back. If you won't, or one you could double up.
Yeah, Ernst, thanks for doing that. Can we get one more? Thank you.
Oh, you did. You do want one more. You don't no one wants to double up. It's a fun time doubling up. Anyone?
Not really, not in the wilderness of Ernst, but I'm sure Fiona would, appreciate whatever work you can do to get.
Ezra, would you like to double up with me?
No.
No.
Thank you, Ernst. And I grease his palm with like a gold piece.
Yeah, can do. Hey, can do.
Yep. Thank you.
Back
Take your
after
time.
about
No worries.
10 minutes with another horse.
Okay. Oh,
All right, 6 horses. You don't have a 7th hiding amongst you, do you?
we have what?
7th person hiding. Little joke.
Oh, do we? How many are we? Let's see.
Oh fuck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus Fiona is 6, right? We're good.
Is Loretta?
Irina.
Wait, who did I say? Fiona.
Said
Oh,
Fiona.
yeah, sorry. Irina.
I think it's 6. 6 is good.
All right. Well, these are good horses. Get you where you need to go. Where are you going?
The mountains.
Yeah. There's a lot
Would
of
you like to
mountains.
join us? We're going up the mountains. Yeah.
For like what?
For what?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're making sure that this town stays protected.
Oh.
Would you like to be one of the heroes of Vallaki?
You could call it a sabbatical, really.
Kind of Fiona's most important helper. So I really got to stay here, make sure everything transitions smoothly. But hey, enjoy the mountains. I don't know what you're doing still. You just said you could. So, well, yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, well, Fiona knows what we're doing. I just
All right.
think it's better that fewer people know about it if possible. Are you asking on behalf of Fiona?
I'll say no more. You don't want to tell me, that's all fine.
But know that it's in the interest of Vallaki.
We actually don't even know ourselves because we've been arguing about it all day.
Hey.
That's not completely true. But
You know, I think a good argument is something you need sometimes. You know, be authentic, real, all that.
well, whenever we need some authenticity, we know where to go. Thank
Yeah,
you
where's
so
that?
much, Ernst. This has just been such a refreshing conversation with you.
Right.
So we'll be sure to look you up and connect with you when we come back. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't met before. But
Well, the way we have. Points at Ezra. Ezra's like,
what?
I don't know. What do you mean by that? Wait. Don't worry about it. Talk about when you get back. Take it easy. Starts walking away.
What?
I look to Ezra and I'm like, what?
I don't know.
What's that?
I've never met him until now. I don't know.
Inside check on the character isn't here.
All right, I'll just
What
text
is-
Rhea and be like, hey,
I
roll
wanna
a quick
see
just
if they're lying. Yeah. Yeah. At the 21.
Ezra seems genuinely perplexed, very confused by that statement he made. You get the sense Ezra's telling you the truth. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird.
I
That
think this has
accent,
been
where did
one of
that come
your-
from?
It doesn't really seem like your type. I mean, let's just.
No, oh. Are you kidding me? No.
Okay. Well. Anyway, who has had enough of this place? Can we leave now? Yeah. Show of hands. Can we go? All right. Well, there's still daylight. Let's. I've got a map. Let's get out of here. What do you say?
Onward and northward, yes?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, north
All right.
is good.
For now.
Okay.
All right. Let's say goodbye to what's her butt. The owner of this place.
What's her butt?
What's her name?
Danica.
Danica. I'm sure Newton wants to say goodbye to Danica. Such good friends.
I'm not sure Danica's actually seen my face.
Oh, you're Newton right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I think when we first came here, you were Newton. Like the very first day we got here.
Yes.
Maybe. Okay. Or you were Ham Stevens.
Kyle the Bard, I think is the more likely one. But I'm pretty sure you were Newton when you first arrived.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
pulled out your book.
Yeah. So, Irina, what do you say? Shall we get out of here?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, not everyone rush out of here at once.
Well, you have the map.
Okay. Let's go. And I get up from the table and sort of like look around and all right, we're going. Let's go.
Danny, adios.
Adios. Never heard that phrase. What does that mean?
I wish it means I wish you luck in your marriage, no matter the difficulties or relationships are hard, and just let me know. You know, have a good one. We'll be back.
Not a meaning for such a small word. Huh.
Languages.
Take care of yourselves.
Bye, Danica.
Erwin comes out from behind the kitchen, says goodbye to you all as well.
See you, Erwin.
All right. You all get on horseback and begin riding where? Where are you trying to head
Northwest.
Northwest.
to? Okay.
Southeast.
Go towards Crest.
Your coconut
What?
south.
Havok, long way.
Oh.
All right. You
I guess it's
guys-
west on the road, yeah.
All right. Give me just a moment.
Will we be passing by the Vistani camp?
As you head out the gates, you look to your left. You see outside the gates here, just like when you left the first time, all of these abandoned houses that clearly used to be part of Vallaki, but the gates were built, and wall rather, was built inside too. So those are on the outside. They're dilapidated. And to the left, to the south, you do see a large hill, on the top of which appears to be a tent that looks very similar to some of the Vistani tents you saw previously.
Newton, what do you think we should maybe stop by and say hello? Maybe they could offer us some help.
Is this that like little girl that like fucked
I
us?
think that's where she told us she lives, yeah.
I
I
mean,
get to see Alexi. Ha.
yeah. I mean, we could. I mean, I feel like we've rolled the dice a lot, and I'm really jonesing to get out of here.
We're out of the city, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm ready to like get out of here.
On the road again.
All right. I mean, they
It'll be-
kind of owe us a favor, so maybe we can cash that in later.
It'll be here when we get back, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, before we go, is it possible for us to go to talk to Madame Velasco and tell her about Andre?
Sure. Rather than
And,
roll
like-
and we'll just say you guys stop by really quick, communicate that. She wishes
Some
you
of the
well.
funds that we gave are like, you know,
Yeah, and she also gives each of you a muffin.
for the road. Are they still warm?
Yeah.
Hey. Wait, where are these? Did we ever get a baker?
I think she's making them in house.
Oh,
She-
she's making them.
Tells you that she found a book, an old cookbook that she put together.
Wow.
And is, you know, these aren't the best muffins, but you had some last time you were there, and they're better. There's an improvement.
Are they blueberry?
Sticky hugs Freak goodbye.
All right, where are you going?
Oh, we'll be back. Bye.
Can I come?
Bye. Nope.
Can I hug you again?
Nope. Okay.
All right. Bye, Dad.
Oh! I'll be back very soon. And Stiki awkwardly like shimmies out of the house.
You didn't call me son. I'm your son, right?
Yes, child. Go.
Hey guys,
He's
that's
out.
my dad. Say bye to my dad. Bye,
Oh my
Dad.
god.
I love you.
I think I have to adopt him now. I don't know what else to do about the situation.
I think that's true. That's true.
I think that's what that means, yeah.
You say that, and you hear Freak from the window.
Dad, I love you. I love you.
Oh my gosh.
You have to say it too now.
I love you. Oh my god.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that?
Ezra, do you want to stop by and see Mr. Blinsky?
I do not.
Your blow-up doll.
It wasn't a... Look, it was a great plan.
Clearly.
We
Right.
need a 7th horse, anyway, so. Yeah.
Right? And you guys make your way out. Start heading towards the northwest, whatever that might bring.
The Kresk. Yeah, Kresk.
Yes. At
Where's
this point,
Kresk?
I would like someone
Change
to
in the
roll a d20 for me.
I will. I'm going to.
I'm happy.
A Warlock 20.
Woo!
So a
Sorry.
13.
Now roll a d4.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Reroll. A 2.
Okay.
13 and 2.
Gotcha. All right. You guys continue along the road. You start to enter. It's a bit open before you get to the forest, and then it starts to feel a bit more claustrophobic as the trees start to come in a bit more. And you're going along that narrow path. Who's leading the way? Sorry, I should have done that first. Aerith, make a perception check, Aerith.
Okay. Oh, oops, gotta do that again. Oh no. Oh no. What's a 6?
6? Okay.
Yeah.
You're looking at the map. You're kind of looking behind you, also maintaining control of the horse. It's tricky. And then you start to hear the sound of horses in front of you coming towards you.
Scatter! Get off the road! Horses are coming! Scatter!
All right, are you guys trying to get the horses off the road?
I mean, yeah, that's what he said.
Animal handling check, everyone.
Oh god.
You're trying to navigate them through the trees and hide them as well as you can.
18. For once. Or handle life.
3.
10.
14.
Okay. It's a little bit tricky. I'm sorry, Newt, what'd you get?
3.
Oh, very tricky. Most of you are able to barely get through the trees and pull your horse off to the side. It'd be tough. If someone was maybe looking, they might spot him, but you feel fairly well hidden. Newton, as you turn back looking to see where your friends are hiding. As you turn, you notice a branch you didn't see before. And you bump into it. It doesn't knock you off the horse, but it snaps loudly. And you all hear the horses in front of you, just around the bend, stop.
Oh
Say,
shit.
Hold. Who goes there?
And we see them.
No, right now you just hear them.
Do we recognize the voice?
You do not.
Goodness.
We're not. Question. So we haven't fully rested yet.
No, you guys got a full rest last night.
No, but not since
Not since the fight.
Not since the fight, no.
Okay.
But you haven't used any spell slots. You've only used the ring.
I did one.
You used
For
the ring.
invisibility.
So that's not.
I
Oh
see.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
We're wary travelers, I say.
Coming around the bend on horseback, you see this tall elf, long golden hair that goes down over the pretty well-kept metal armor, large sword at their side. Behind them on horseback, you see on a separate horse a human woman, also pretty well-plated armor, holding a large shield. You see a dwarf behind her, a halfling behind the dwarf, seated on the same horse. What are you doing on the side of the road, then?
We've been told that the roads are dangerous, so just trying to.
You're not wrong.
avoid it.
Where are you headed to?
Stress.
Ah, yes, we came from there. We're headed to Vallaki ourselves.
Ah, well, there's been some changes there. New
Okay.
leadership.
Huh. That might be a welcome sight.
I believe it is.
Tell them you know us and might get good rates to do water. Just saying.
Blue Water Inn. Huh. That's where we plan on staying. Ain't that right, lads? Aye, aye.
Yeah, Danica and Erwin, they're good people.
Well, we'll not tarry any longer, nor will we keep you. If you'd like, our campsite is just up ahead, should you feel the need to rest.
Is
Bye.
it pretty dark at this point?
No, it's just about midday.
Can I do a vibe check on these people?
Yeah, do a vibe.
Well,
Vibe
vibe check. Come on, vibe check. That's 14.
They seem like another adventuring group. Seem like they're not, seem honest.
Do they, I mean, this armor, like, are they, like, way better equipped than we are?
No, I wouldn't say that. Just differently equipped.
Okay.
There was darkness.
Well,
Thank you. We may take you up on that.
I bid
I
you
will.
well.
We're a bit skittered on the road.
Well, your group looks strong. Whatever that's worth.
Thank you.
I begin to head off.
I just awkwardly extricate myself from the foliage.
Okay.
What do you say? Shall we make some friends here? I haven't met many of their type here. Have you?
Even no, not like not a group like us. No.
Do you think that they were drawn here against their will as well?
I don't know. They seem like they've been here a little bit, maybe a little bit longer than us. They seem pretty familiar with Vallaki and the situation there.
Yeah, seem more self-assured.
Seem more comfortable.
Perhaps it's worth a question.
I don't know. It takes about half a day to get to Kresk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On horseback.
I mean, we got a little bit of time.
I have a good feeling.
Yeah, if you want to feel them out. Yeah.
Yeah, at least we can, fill them in on what happens in Vallaki.
Okay. How does
And
everybody
ask
else
them
feel?
what they know about Kresk. We don't know much. All right. Okay. Let's do that. And I'm.
Ride back after them.
Yeah.
Okay. You go back a bit. You don't see him.
I don't see them. I look for their campsite.
So they were heading towards Vallaki. They said their
Yeah.
campsite was further towards Kresk. Are you heading towards the campsite?
Oh, that was just their
My
campsite.
mistake. Yeah.
Oh.
Like it was their campsite for the evening.
Oh, I totally misunderstood that. I'm sorry. I thought they
My
were
mistake.
like
No, it's my mistake.
staying at their. So it would be awkward now to follow them. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I get.
Oh wait, they're not staying at their camp.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, I misunderstood too. Yeah. I thought they were. I thought they were. No, I get it.
No. But yeah, no, we're not
Yeah,
going
no,
backwards.
no.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see them. You know,
Or
in
a
the
band campsite.
ships passing in the night and all that. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Never mind.
No, it was a good thought.
We'll meet them at the next convention. It's good.
Mhm.
All right. Let's adventuring convention.
Yep.
Okay.
Continue.
You guys continue on. After about 5 minutes or so, you do see a little path off to the side and what looks to be a little clearing. And you guess is probably what they were referencing.
Do we think that we can make it to Kresk before nightfall?
Oh yeah. Again, it's not even midday.
Okay. Shall we press on?
You guys continue
What
on.
that's-
The universal symbol for we're moving.
And eventually you get back to the Raven River crossroads that you see on your map. And you see the weather-worn signpost next to the road, 3 arms of the sign pointing along the 3 branches of the road ahead of you. And the arm pointing north reads Kresk. Through the woods you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river.
All right. Here we go. Let's go over the bridge. According to my map, that's the way to go to Kresk.
Okay. You head to the bridge and Aerith, as you start to reach the kind of top point of the bridge, you see on the other side a black carriage with no horses.
Eyes sharp.
Is this the same
Ezra?
black carriage that I
Yeah.
saw take Ezra away?
The door opens. And stepping out, you see rather tall elven man with dark black hair that goes down past his shoulders in a fur coat and leather armor, very richly crafted, exquisite. His furrowed brows rest above green eyes that peer out at you. My name is Rahadin. I am a servant of Strahd von Zarovich. He has asked me to extend this invitation for you all to come with me now to Castle Ravenloft and enjoy a dinner with the Lord of Barovia.
The dinner. I forgot about the dinner story.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
No, we're not going. No, decline. Decline invitation.
Well,
Or just
we have
ignore.
plenty of
Ignore
time to
invitation.
Think about it.
Right to
RSVP,
the-
no.
Junk mail.
Will not be attending.
BYOB.
Bring your own blood.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my goodness.
All
Okay.
right, guys. Well, what a session. What an event-filled session.
No.
The fireball to the burgomaster's head.
Oh, buddy. You killed so many people.
No, I mean, honestly, I think his action saved many lives.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing. It's just
There
so
was
many
a
people in that
boss.
blast radius that got caught.
Yeah.
Like the wife.
Collateral
Cool.
damage.
Wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wanted to die anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we saw the look of resignation. I mean, yeah.
Sad. But that is it for us here at Character Player. Thank you for checking out tonight's episode, and we will be back very soon with the next chapter of our Ravenloft campaign to see if the heroes decide to go to dinner or not. Though I feel like we know which way they're leaning. Until next time, remember, no guts, no story. And also, have a good night.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.